Hi, I'm Stephanie Moscow. We're here at ITEXPO Miami 2013, and I'm joined today by John Cray, Director of Product Management for Zeacom. John, thanks so much for joining us today.
Happy to be here. Thanks.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about Zeacom in terms of the different areas of the market that you guys help to serve?
Okay, well, Zeacom is a company that specializes in three areas, really, of technology. One is contact center, multi-channel contact center technology. Second is unified communications. And a third is business process automation.
Great.
So the company blends those three technologies together into one seamless product offering.
And I'd love to break those down individually if we could just talk a little bit about multi-channel contact centers first.
Sure. So that's a primary focus for the business. So multi-channel contact center means managing all of the communications that come into or out of a contact center. So imagine a customer service department that wants to make sure that they prioritize every single customer contact appropriately and get it to the right person to answer that communication. Our software helps them to do that. So we'll take in calls, emails, chats over the internet, callback requests over the internet or through the phone, faxes, any kind of communication possible. We'll blend them together, send them out to agents in the contact center so they can deal with them.
And that kind of, is hand in hand with unified communications.
That's right. So the idea of unified communications is to offer productivity enhancing tools to the enterprise users of communications. So you've got things like presence, where you want to be able to see whether someone is available, either whether they're on the phone or whether they're at their computer moving the mouse.
Sure.
We can tell that via our tools, and then combine that with instant messaging and with other tools for communication, and all of a sudden you've transformed the contact center into a collaborative contact center where you can engage enterprise users as part of the communication.
Which is really the direction the industry is moving today.
I believe so, yes, absolutely.
So that brings us to business process
automation. Right, that's right. So the idea here is that the enterprise doesn't just use the one communications tool. There are a lot of different applications in use throughout the enterprise. So how do you blend those together into one experience that maximizes the productivity of the business? So the way to do that is by integrating, by using plugins and adapters to bring the various applications together. So an example, so when a contact center agent wants to take a call, we need a way of connecting to their CRM system so that when the customer calls in, we identify them, we look up their data in the database in CRM, we can bring it back and then screen pop for the agent the appropriate CRM screen so they're up and running and productive. All of that makes the experience extremely quick and seamless. And they can address the customer by name. How you doing, Joe? Thanks for calling today. I see that you last called last week and we solved your problem. So they have all that information at their fingertips.
And that personalization really helps to kind of help you guys distinguish yourselves in the market today.
It really does. It really does. I mean, the ROI from this kind of solution is unbelievable, right? It can pay for itself in a couple of months with that increased productivity and just the cost savings that you get from it.
Now, in terms of MicrosoftLync, Zeacom obviously saw the need for the solutions in the marketplace today and have been great at adapting that. Can you talk a little bit more about the native integration with Microsoft?
I can, yeah. So there's a bit of a sea change going on in the market right now, right? So the traditional PBX industry has changed to a voice over IP industry where communications are over the internet. And now that's changing again with the blending of unified communications into that IP-based communications environment. And then from voice over IP within the enterprise, it's now expanding out to voice over IP across the internet.
Right.
So all of these things occurring means that there are opportunities for application providers like us to leverage that and add even more value. So MicrosoftLync is a great example. They've introduced a very compelling offering to the market now.
Sure.
And over the last couple of years, that's ramped significantly in terms of customers who are interested in taking advantage of it. So what that means is to us is we integrate to Lync initially the same way as we would to any phone system, just to make sure that we can understand when calls are coming in and route those calls to the appropriate people and get them to the, get those tools in use by those people. So initially it means that, but over time it means so much more.
Of course.
Because over time we can leverage the fact that they have all these collaboration tools, offer those tools to the agents in the contact center, to the supervisors and managers who are running the business, and now they all have access to these tools. So a good example here, something like first call resolution. where an agent gets a call and say doesn't know everything he needs or she needs to do to know in order to service that customer. They can immediately, with Lync's collaboration tools, bring in enterprise knowledge workers, and along with Zeacom, have this sort of access to this incredible suite of tools and functionality to get the customer's problem answered immediately.
Sure.
On that first call.
It seems to just really build on that unified communication solution that you really help to provide for your customers.
That's right. That's where that blending of contact center capabilities and unified communications capabilities really makes a difference.
Great. Well, thanks so much. I mean, you guys obviously have your work cut out for you for the year, so best of luck with everything, and thanks so much for joining us today, John.
It's an exciting time. Thanks.
Definitely.